excited for this?
I think so.
No.
Hey
no.
there! Welcome to Queer Kid Stuff. I'm
Shut
Lindsay,
up.
and do you hear that sound?
Kill me.
That
Kill me.
No.
This
You're
is
terrifying.
Upsetting. This is
means
upsetting.
it's story time. We're gonna read.
She's gonna
Jamie
read a story about a transgender kid to kids.
Oh no.
This is child abuse?
by Ollie
Yeah.
Peck.
Ah,
What the fuck did you just do?
she just like smacked the microphone with her little book.
God damn it.
Oh my gosh, I'm gonna drink chalk.
I'm so... see how creative I am? I just made this arts and crafts thing that anyone could do? So creative.
Jamie by Ollie Pike.
What? It's
That's
a
so
pumpkin.
awkward.
Pumpkin sexual.
Chapter 1.
Funky sexual.
Once upon a time, in an old dusty house, lived Jamie. Jamie was very handy. She was great at fixing things and could make almost anything.
Jeez, your
do
audio
that she
sucks.
did. But her
It's like
older,
crinkling and
leaner
everything.
brothers would
That's worse
often
than my
take
blue
advantage
snowball.
of this. Fix my car, they'd moan. Mend my motorbike, it would go on. Haven't you done it yet? They'd often be heard screaming. Jamie would be expected to do all this and more. She had to clean the house, prepare the meals.
I don't
and
care.
sew up all the
So
holes
she
in
was
her
the
clothes.
youngest child.
Yeah.
So she was the youngest child, so her big brothers made her do everything.
Yep.
Wah.
I have bad childhood.
Everyone had most people had a bad childhood.
Yeah. It's very true.
He sucks. It wasn't pleasant living with them at all.
I don't
What made it
imagine
worse?
so.
Yeah.
Her brothers had their very own fairy godmother who could grant them wishes.
Oh, we stole ideas from Nickelodeon.
Oh no, that's a Disney Channel. It's Reverse Cinderella.
New outfits, one brother would demand. Give us the coolest shoes.
Like how they're dressed like they're from fucking My Chemical Romance.
Yeah, that's true.
Brother would say.
Faggots.
We want more stuff, they'd shout. And every time, just like that, their fairy godmother would give them what they wanted.
The fairy godmother must be an allusion to mom and dad.
Yeah. It must be.
That's my guess.
Yeah. But the thing is
Oh,
that
let
the
me
older
guess.
you are...
Let me guess. Oh, I bumped the mic. Whoops. Let me guess. She's gonna ask the fairy godmother to turn her into a boy, and then her life is going to be fantastic.
Oh my god!
Oh my gosh, I'm a man and now everything's great. I would urge people to go listen to Blair White's story about how her life changed after transitioning.
She said that it got worse. Things got worse when it came to a lot of people talking shit, didn't she?
Oh yeah, she got a lot of shit from people, but like how she was treated generally in public.
Oh.
Like people giving up their seats for her.
Oh, okay.
You know, all that shit. Like
Yeah.
most people aren't dickheads to women. Like
Yeah.
because it's not in our biology to be assholes to women, because you don't get laid if you're a dickhead to a woman.
That's very true.
All right, I'm calling it. I'm calling it. Fairy godmother, make me a man. Man, life is beautiful.
Yeah.
Asked if she could make a wish too.
Oh god, you're right already.
You make a wish, the fairy godmother would laugh.
Oh, you're
Look at
funny.
you, dressed in rags, covered in dust. I can't grant wishes to people like you.
What does
This
that
had
mean?
made Jamie very sad,
Yeah.
for she
She's
had only
dirty,
ever
she's not a
wanted to
leper.
wish for one.
Yeah.
She wished that she
Look,
could
she
feel
even has
right,
mice.
because she didn't.
It's reverse Cinderella.
Yeah.
It's Cinderella, but the evil stepbrothers have the fairy.
Yep.
Kill me.
She didn't feel right at all. Not in her body, that is. You see, how Jamie felt inside?
Yeah, no. So this is basically telling children that they think that there should be a different gender when they see someone treated better than them.
Yeah, that's dangerous.
Yeah.
That is extremely dangerous.
Yeah.
You might need to put like, do you like edit this in Premiere or something?
I edited in a similar program.
Yeah, I would put this section up at the front.
Okay.
Because this is whew,
Yeah.
whew. All right.
Didn't match up with what she saw in the mirror. And oh, how she wished it could.
She saw rats in the mirror?
Jamie asked her brothers for help. If she could maybe wear their old clothes, or they could help to cut her hair the way she wanted, but... "You're not having any of my clothes," screamed one of the brothers. And
is he
don't
holding
even think about
scissors?
using my scissors.
Why does he have scissors in his hand? Who
What's
cares?
easy life for Jamie?
You can't use my scissors.
It was the only one
Fucking
she had.
autist.
Yeah.
However, Jamie wasn't completely alone.
No, she had
Her
rats.
friends, the mice, were
Those
very
are rats.
kind and
Look how
Yeah.
big they are.
They're rats.
Those are rats.
She hangs out with rats.
As somebody that had 2 pet rats, those are rats.
Yeah.
helpful. They loved her, and they always would.
Because they're rats.
Yeah. She gives them food. It's true.
We had a mouse that lived in our bedroom, and he would come in and chew on our clothes. That's the only reason he was in there, because he had something to chew on.
Yeah.
Chapter 2. It was a chilly afternoon. Snow covered the ground, and Jamie was inside, busy fixing the fireplace when... "They're here! They're here!" squealed one of Jamie's brothers. "Invitation to the royal ball, and it's tonight."
Alright, I'm tired of this.
I want to see what I want to see how this story ends.
Okay.
I want.
Alright.
So just play it and then cut out everything up to there.
Or just cut out anything that's boring.
I would just cut everything out up to there because I'm probably not going to
how
talk.
Wonderful, said
No,
the other.
we'll talk.
A night of dancing and dining, laughing and waving, and the chance to meet the princess.
Huh.
How exciting! Jamie joined in.
Oh,
She had heard
and the
much
princess
about
is gonna fall in love with the transgender boy.
Yep. I already thought that was gonna happen. Yeah.
Fucking marvelous.
Yeah.
I wonder if this is copyright infringement.
palace, the princess, and
it's a different story because we gender bended them.
It's fair use. It's fair use.
though few
It's
and far
a
between,
transformative work.
Transformative.
royal balls.
Balls.
What? Shrieked the pair.
She wants
Balls
royal,
of steel.
She wants royal balls.
"I wouldn't think for 1 minute that you'd be attending tonight's ball, Jamie," one brother said cruelly. "But why ever not?" Jamie asked. "It looks like we were all invited."
I'm going to
"Yes,
guess that
we're all
Jamie
invited to
renames
a royal
herself
ball,
Ollie
but
Pike.
There's nothing royal about you," one brother said in the most wicked way.
Oh, I'm a dickhead. So edgy.
"Aha, yes, what would you wear to a royal ball?" the other brother cut in. "You have no nice clothes, your hair is very messy, and you're always covered in dust or grease or grime. Or cinders," the fairy godmother had now joined in, and the brothers began to laugh nastily. In fact,
Nastily.
they laughed all evening, as they got ready, all the while having their every wish granted. Once again, Jamie was left feeling
This is so awful.
It's just not good.
Yeah. Are you sure you want to watch it all the way through?
I have to see how the story ends.
very
All right.
sad. "I guess my brothers are right," she thought, as she watched them ride off toward the palace.
I don't have sympathy for Jamie yet.
Yeah,
She's not a likable or relatable character.
at all.
And I'm not shitting on Ollie Pike's writing. I'm just saying this is not a good story.
Yeah. Well, it's a very oversimplification of a story.
Are they? Jamie suddenly felt a feeling deep inside rising up. It was like fire in her tummy. What am I doing standing for this? This is not fair. I should be allowed to attend the royal ball too. I was invited after all. And with that, Jamie started to plan. Okay, she thought. What do I need? Transportation. I need to get there and I must have some nice clothes. Oh, and a disguise. A disguise to trick my brothers. Jamie smiled. She knew what she wanted.
You misgendered her.
She hasn't decided she's a boy yet.
Oh, okay.
It's coming though.
Yeah.
She's gonna cut her hair, wear a suit,
What?
go to the
It
ball.
doesn't matter. She already thought that she was transgender, and then now she decided for sure. You misgendered her.
Now, to make it happen. She went out into the garden and found the biggest pumpkin she could find. All it needed
This is
was
literally this is Cinderella.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna make a car out of a pumpkin, guys. How are you going to make a car out of a pumpkin? This is a plot hole.
Yep. Well, what else wasn't?
I bet what she's going to do, because I'm assuming this person can't draw.
Yeah.
But they're just going to take off the ponytail.
Yep.
And it would make a great ride. After a lot of hard work, Jamie had a roaring pumpkin car.
You know how long it takes to build a car?
Yeah.
This ball is over.
Yep. It's true.
To the ball in. It was incredible and one of a kind.
It's a pumpkin car. Of course it's one of a kind. It's like the
Yeah.
Oscar Mayer wiener.
And as soon as you sit down on it, it's gonna fall apart.
Perfect. What's next? Ah, yes. Jamie dashed upstairs.
It's not even a car.
And it looks like she makes a suit out of looks like she's going to make a suit out of a piece of material, but it looks like a giant garbage bag.
Yeah. That's gonna look ugly as fuck. Nope. More plot holes.
Jamie must listen to Lady Gaga.
Yep.
Without any scissors, but before long she had sewn together a very smart
Give you for the applause,
A
guys.
smart
Jamie
suit.
tried it on.
A smart suit.
Just fine.
And smart
Jamie felt
shoes.
great. Admiring her reflection, she thought, right. One last thing I need.
I'm gonna cut off my ponytail, guys, so I look like a
Disguise.
What
man.
can I do?
Cut off my ponytail, guys.
And just then, she felt her trouser leg being tugged.
Oh, the
It was
rats
her
are
friends,
back.
The mice.
They're
They were
gonna chew up
holding
your
her brother's
clothes.
Scissors.
They're
Thank you,
thieves.
little mice, but I'm not allowed to use them. My brother made it very clear, Jamie said defeatedly. The mice continued to tug, and as they did, Jamie felt that feeling in her tummy once more. It was like fire. Jamie spoke.
Was it
Aha,
like
but
fire?
he didn't say you couldn't use
I don't know.
them, did he? Jamie said excitedly to the mice.
I don't think he was thinking
Feeling
about
very
rats
pleased with
using his
herself, Jamie
scissors.
lay down
Yeah.
on the floor and allowed her good friends the
Because
mice
that's
to
not
cut her
possible.
long hair. Snip, snip, snip. The mice started cutting. Snip, snip, snip. Jamie couldn't wait. Snip, snip, snip. What a brilliant disguise. Snip, snip,
Brilliant?
snip. And it was done.
Watch. Called it!
Yep.
I fucking called it! Oh, I hit the thing again. I'm
Don't
sorry.
do
Look
that.
in the mirror.
I fucking called it!
Oh. Jamie gasped.
Yeah.
I look like a boy now! No, you don't.
She then spoke.
You look like a
You
girl.
didn't even cut the bangs.
Look like a
She
girl
said
with
to the
short
mice,
hair.
Yeah.
Clearly very happy with
You
what
got
she
one
saw.
of them bob cuts or whatever they
This-
call it.
Yeah.
This is me.
This is Dyke.
This is Jamie.
This is Dyke.
Jamie smiled, for finally looking back was the person Jamie was inside. And it wasn't the hair or the suit or the
Yes, it
pumpkin
was.
car,
Yes, it
but
was. Yes, it
It
was.
was
Yep.
Jamie.
No.
Jamie finally understanding who he was.
Oh no.
And I'm a boy,
No, you're
Jamie
not.
said
No.
excitedly to the mice. I always have been. The mice nodded. They completely
This is
understood.
very dangerous.
Nope, nope, nope.
This is very dangerous. People thinking, or people being jealous of their brothers, so they want to be a boy. That is not what transgender people are.
Nope. This is not good.
This is child abuse.
Yeah, this is dangerous. I'm going to report this video.
Yeah.
I feel like someone has to. This is dangerous.
This is fucked up. I'm gonna put her name in it and say, promotes just child abuse.
This is child abuse.
Yeah.
This is terrible. Whoops.
And yet we're gonna finish
it. And they ran up Jamie's arm to get
I have to see how it ends.
Yeah.
Can give. It was now time
They're
for
rats.
Jamie to go to the ball, and he was very excited.
Oh no. I'm so hype.
So excited.
Wyatt.
Chapter 3.
He's going to a castle.
What?
Look how small
Where did that glass come from?
It was on the other screen too.
The palace was filled with guests from far and wide.
They're going to kill Jamie. Let me tell you why. Okay, they're going to a castle. Unless they live in England. I'm assuming that this is supposed to be a Cinderella era story.
Yeah.
And she is driving a pumpkin.
Yeah.
Driving a pumpkin.
That's sorcery.
He's a
witch.
She's a witch. She's a witch. They're going to burn her. Actually, that didn't happen a lot. They threw you into a lake.
Yeah.
Looking very smart.
They threw you in a lake with your legs tied up, and if you float, you're a witch.
They were dancing and dining,
which is terrible science.
Yeah. They die if they're not a witch.
So here's the thing. Pause this for. Here's the thing people need to understand and why this story doesn't make sense to me. Okay, it's not necessarily all this, but it's just all she did was cut off her ponytail. She still has the same hair in the front. She still has the same face, the same nose. Her brothers are going to know it's her.
Exactly.
So, if they don't notice, I'm going to call bullshit.
Yeah. Well, like almost every female to male transgender person, I can tell they really were originally women.
Yeah. Yeah. Like.
I'm not like
I was
calling them that, but I'm saying that, you know.
Yeah, no, I know what you're talking about. Like, even like I wasn't expecting.
Even if they have a beard.
Yeah, but like I wasn't expecting like when Blair White did the story about like leading through her becoming a woman thing, you know.
Yeah.
The pictures before this happened.
Yeah.
Like you can tell. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like it's super noticeable.
It is.
Like. She didn't look like a guy.
Yeah.
Like you and I, we look like men.
Yeah.
Almost everybody was having a wonderful time. Everybody except the princess. She did not.
And of course, the princess is black. With purple hair.
Yeah.
Enjoy these parties. Nobody seemed to just be themselves. And the lazy pair
Wait, guilt the book.
Wait, guilt the book.
Who was currently
this must be
they were even worse. We have a fairy godmother, you know, who grants us lots.
What makes you think you should share this shit with children?
And who would tell somebody that story? Hey, we have a fairy godmother. Like, what if her dad was a fucking psycho and goes, hey, these cunts have a fairy.
We can get anything we want, no need to work. The princess smiled politely and backed away from the brothers.
I'd kill them and take it.
Yeah.
God damn it, Ollie.
She had just about enough of the party when, vroom, beep beep. The most spectacular car
driving in a honk. Scare the shit out of everyone that's probably never seen a car before.
Yeah, they're gonna kill you.
Ballroom doors.
Bitch.
It looked like a pumpkin, and it expertly darted around guests until it came to a very calm stop.
Wait.
Right.
Okay, hold on. Even if this wasn't an era where cars were a thing, one, it's a pumpkin.
Yeah.
Two, she's driving this through the party.
Yeah, just drives it into the building. Yeah, she did.
Just narrowly said that she was weaving through the people. Like, why would you do that?
Yeah.
What a reckless Jamie, you reckless bitch.
Yeah. Trying to kill someone?
By the princess. Out stepped a very well-dressed young man.
Woman.
Hello. Your Highness, I'm Jamie. Sorry, no space outside. I thought
I thought that Jamie was going to rename herself Ollie. So, part of my theory was wrong.
That way, Jamie said with a cheeky grin on his face.
A cheeky grin?
No.
A cheeky grin?
He outstretched his arm, gesturing to the princess to dance with him.
Her.
Yeah.
The other guests...
And then she instantly figures out that you're a girl?
Swatched in astonishment.
I'm done. I'm done with this story.
Okay.
It's just going to go downhill from there, and it's going to make me really, really mad.
It should.
The long and short of it, don't do this to children.
Yeah.
I think that you should go to jail if you're going to do this to children.
Yeah. So we got some social media cancer.
Yeah. This one ended surprisingly civilly because this guy at least. He dismissed it. He was like, well, he basically just said, we'll agree to disagree. But still, you guys have probably heard about this, the Trump campaign or administration supposedly weighing the mobilization of 100,000 National Guard troops to round up immigrants. Illegal immigrants. But they just say immigrants.
Yeah. Well, you know, the people with the cognitive dissidence saying illegal immigrants that aren't doing any crimes.
Yeah.
I don't get that.
If you're an illegal immigrant, you're committing a crime. You're breaking the law.
Yeah.
So I see a buddy of mine post this. Trump denies it, but they have an 11-page report on how to do it. So evidently someone's been thinking about it. However, it would take the approval of state governments, and that's probably not going to happen. I don't know. Even if you were to say that they were considering weighing this, the states that this would affect definitely would probably do it. We're talking like Texas, Louisiana, California. You know,
California might be the only one where you got a little bit of a hold on.
But I mean, they might. I mean, I know that
Southern California is totally for this stuff.
Oh, for sure. Like,
so
the people that remember what San Bernardino was, you know.
Yeah.
they're the people that are going to be for this. So, you know, I read this report, like the actual report. I didn't read the article. I read the actual report. The first thing I pointed out, you know, one, it doesn't say that. It doesn't say that anywhere that the Trump administration is considering this. It doesn't say that there's going to be 100,000 National Guard troops. It doesn't say that. That's not in there. Two, why don't they talk about how the document directs prioritize illegal immigrants engaging in criminal conduct? Now, this is in there. It's the second paragraph of Section D, I think, if I'm remembering it right off the top of my head. It says that they are directed to prioritize illegal immigrants that are currently conducting criminal activity.
Yeah.
So this would be, you know, drug cartels, human traffickers, people selling weapons and stuff like that. The shady Mexicans, as you would say. Point number 3, I said, why don't they talk about the special protections, proper processing, and treatment of the unattended minors they find at the border? This is another thing that I didn't see this article talk about. There's a entire section dedicated to how they should be treating kids that they find down there. And this isn't just kids they find wandering around. This is kids that are brought here illegally, without their parents, including both kids that are brought here from human traffickers and kids that are being brought here because their parents are already here.
Yeah.
They'd have special protections under this. They'd be properly processed, brought to treatment facilities if they need it, and given like a fair like immigration hearing.
Yeah.
4, why don't they talk about how this document literally says that these state workers, law enforcement, National Guard, etc., would be working as immigration officers? It doesn't say that we're enlisting the help of the army. It's saying these people, some of these people might have skills that would make them good for doing immigration officer work.
That is very true.
So,
they're already trained for a lot of the things that are involved in it, so
yeah. And it's not just like the physical part of the job. Like this is including, you know, the guys that sit there and look at your IDs at the border just to see what you're up to. The guys that
they're trained to do all that
right.
stuff already, anyways.
Right. Like, it's not saying these guys have guns. These guys are nasty. They're not going to, you know, roll through the streets and ruin people's lives. And I say this in another response to him here.
Yeah.
Like, I get giving Trump flack. You know, like I say here, there's a lot to dislike, but being purposely misleading for, you know, for the clicks, this is bad news. We just had the PewDiePie thing happen.
I was about to say that. I was just waiting for a time to.
We just had the the PewDiePie thing happen.
Yeah.
And you know, it's they go hand in hand.
That was just so fucking gross. The PewDiePie thing, they fucking take clips. They watch the entire clip so they actually understand the context of it. They cut it intentionally.
They had
to get clicks.
They had to have watched
I
hours.
hope they get sued.
Like days work. Oh, for sure. He has to sue them.
Felix,
do
it.
Do it.
Do it.
Do it. Do it. So he comes back, and I mean, I'm not really sure where he was going with these arguments because they weren't necessarily. They didn't do anything to delegitimize what I said.
Mm-hmm.
The report specifically states using the National Guard for deportation efforts, and Sean Spicer denied it. These are facts, so I must not understand what you mean here. It's not in there. It's not in there. The report says that they will be performing the functions of immigration officers, not deportation efforts. Immigration officers.
Yeah.
If you go look up U.S. immigration officer, the people that you find are not people that I would be afraid of.
That's true. Because I believe they hire pretty much anyone, right?
Pretty much. They look like postal workers. They look like postal workers with security guard outfits. Like, seriously.
They do back them up with the people that do look scary though, like the fucking massive machine
people,
guns. Well, not really machine guns, but rifles, automatic rifles.
But these aren't people going to catch, you know, the 40-year-old lady that does nothing but sit on her porch all day that doesn't live here legally.
Yeah.
They're going after, you know, fucking the machete-looking motherfuckers.
Yep. But the only way that they would survive out there is with those people guarding them. Those like.
Oh yeah. 2, in the first paragraph, it states deportation or apprehension of unauthorized aliens. So saying the report only directs priority over just immigrants who are part of the criminal conduct is misleading on your part. It's not, because what I said is actually what the report says.
Yeah.
Of course the report is about. Of course, the very first paragraph is going to say that it's about deportation and apprehending illegal immigrants. That's what the whole fucking report's about. But it says in the next section D, paragraph 2. Prioritizing people doing criminal stuff, and I know that somebody's sitting there going, "But they're illegal. They're already committing crime." But come on, they wouldn't have to differentiate that if they didn't have the bad guys in mind.
It's true.
Remember, Trump didn't say he hated like all illegal immigrants or all immigrants. He said that they are sending bad people here.
Yeah.
You know, his sights are on the bad people, not the old lady and her 2 kids that can
That's very true.
barely get by on, you know, like, come on.
Cartels and shit.
Cartels and shit, exactly.
Are we ready for the next one?
Oh, might as well. His 4th point, I mean, I suppose, even if you stick a fancy label onto our National Guard members as immigration officers, they are still part of our military and they are still soldiers. I mean, sure, but
you have police that are soldiers.
Yeah.
What is
police that are soldiers. Fucking fast food workers that are soldiers, people on disability that are
security
soldiers.
guards.
Security, like, yes, they're soldiers, sure, but there's a difference between being a soldier and being a soldier and being enlisted.
The United States literally has mercenaries full of retired soldiers.
Basically, what I'm getting at is, like, yes, they're soldiers, sure, but there's a difference between being a soldier and being enlisted and working at a place like Walmart or McDonald's.
Yeah.
And this report actually does say when these National Guard people are not in service, they would only be using people that aren't in service. It says this when they are not under the employment of the federal government, when they're not being used. When they're not being used, those are the people that they're going to use. So they are using, those 30, 40-year-old people that have nothing to do but stand around all day.
Yep.
Like, the article's not fake news, but it is, because that's not it. None of that's in there.
Yeah.
Everything from this article correlates with the report, even if it is misleading by omission. Not really, because nothing in it is true. They don't even know if John Kelly actually wrote this. They have no idea. It could have just been someone from his office. It might not even have been either of those things.
Yeah.
But, I mean, look. Here's the problem with this. This perfectly, demonstrates the problem that I've been having with people who read the news. Particularly, the quote-unquote liberals. Listen. They say, okay, don't trust anything, coming from the Trump people.
Yeah.
But then they take this and go, look, this came from the Trump people. Trust every single word of this. Are you fucking serious?
It's true.
But in the last comment, I had said that this 11-page report is really easy to read, and it is. You go read it, you know exactly what the fuck they're talking about. Like, it is. It's detailed enough to know that somebody wrote it, so that people knew what they were talking about. But it's But it's way under detailed for anything I've ever read coming from the government.
Yeah.
Like, the fact that I was able to understand this in 11 pages. I haven't read a book since, 4th grade.
Yeah, but you probably do a lot more reading than you did in 4th grade anyways.
I do now. There's so much interesting stuff to read now.
The internet, man, is full of shit. It's totally worth.
11 pages of boring policy report is not an easy read, but it is. An easy read would be fucking Goodnight Moon. I mean, what? I'm almost positive that Goodnight Moon is longer than this report is.
Mm-hmm.
Seriously, whenever it says ice, the first time it talked about ice, the ICE, it just said exactly what it is and what they do. This thing was written for people that don't know what the fuck you're talking about. It's so weird.
Yeah.
All right, so the next one. Start with number one. The report does not say there would be 100,000 or anything close to that. It also specifically states they'd be performing the duties of immigration officers. It says this. It says this.
Yeah. Well, I did look at the screenshots of the report you sent me. I didn't see the whole report.
Yeah, I mean, I can send it to you, but...
Okay.
I never said that it only directs priority over immigrants that are part of criminal conduct. However, Section D, Paragraph 2 identifies aliens who engage in criminal conduct as priorities for arrest and removal. The stuff in quotation marks, that's actually in there. That's actually in there.
Yeah.
3, I was just saying that instead of demonizing something that's clearly not even in the report, there was enough good to bring up too. Because they didn't talk about any of the stuff that's pretty good. That was stupid.
Yeah.
In fact, the program that they're going to be doing most of this through catches people when they're in prison.
Okay.
It's I can't remember exactly what it is off the top of my head, but it's in the report. They say that last year or something like that, or 2014 or 2015, something like that. sometime while Obama was in charge, this thing had busted like 400,000 people in a year because they were in jail.
That's interesting that it's busting the people that are in jail.
Yeah.
But, like, I would expect that they would already know, because, like, once you've arrested someone, you pretty much know what they did.
That's how they were
or who they were.
That's how it would happen. They'd arrest people.
Okay.
While they were being processed in jail, not in prison, in jail.
Oh, okay. So, it was just normal screening process of the identities of these people.
For back on the National Guard thing, like we've said probably a million times here now, they would not be functioning as National Guard members. They'd be functioning as immigration officers. And kind of like I said earlier, it's not like they're going to be rolling into town with Bearcats and fully automatic weapons, dragging people out of their homes and generally ruining lives. I said boring is subjective. The language of the report is very easy to read. I also never said it was fake news. I said that they were being intentionally misleading.
Yeah.
I mean, I did say this is why fake news is a problem, but I didn't say that this was fake news. Yeah, even though it is, we can say now that this is fake news.
Yep. Well, it's kind of pathetic how the media. Well, like I was saying to you earlier, I think that the media is becoming the boy who cried wolf. Yeah. And Trump actually ends up being as bad as they're saying,
like if he
they're
actually
going
fucks up,
to.
No one's gonna believe them.
Exactly.
I mean? If he actually fucks up, nobody's going to believe them. Fact remains, they still wrote a report suggesting we use our National Guard in deportation efforts. I'm gonna start with that sentence first. Because no, they didn't.
Yeah.
No, they didn't. They didn't say anyone was suggesting they use it. They said, National Guard people have skills that would be useful in doing this. So we'll talk to the governors of the states bordering. Oh, actually, it is a few more states than I thought it was. It says that they'll reach out to the governors of the states that border Mexico, but also the states that border those states.
Okay.
But still, it's talking about soldiers that are currently not being used by the government.
Yeah.
So, this would be the people that
are just on leave.
Yeah, people on leave.
So it'd just be giving them jobs. It'd be like, hey, you want the perfect opportunity to get a job?
Federal jobs too, and we know how the federal government treats people that work for them.
Exactly.
Generally speaking, they have very good jobs.
And that's exactly why I think that a government job should not allow unions whatsoever.
Yeah.
I think that it should be only companies. So, how much are we almost done with this, or are we?
The second sentence, no matter how you spin it, that's scary and concerning to me. I mean, that's fair if it's concerning to them, but it's literally not in there.
Yeah.
It's literally not in there. Seems you have a different viewpoint on immigration that we will never agree on, so it's futile debating the details. And I was like, I can respect that. And that's where we ended.
Yeah.
Because he was like, we're not going to agree. Let's just stop arguing.
Yeah.
I'm not going to... The other J, however.
Yeah. I wish we had more from that. Oh, we'll get more later for the next podcast. Which video do you want to cover first?
I'm not sure.
Alright. Alright, let's start with this. It's about Sharia law.
Oh boy.
This is gonna trigger you, dude.
Oh no.
It's it's pretty triggering.
Anybody that supports Sharia law in this country should be deported.
So do you know what Sharia law is?
Yes, but it doesn't
What
have
do you know
rights.
what it is?
Are you praying for Sharia law?
Of course, me
Do
praying
you?
5 times a day is Sharia.
Okay.
Right? Like basic.
What about the equal rights for women? What about
That is completely separate from
Oh, so
Islam.
now you can be a Sharia law
no.
supporter and be...
No. What?
I thought you'd get triggered by this.
Excuse me? It's separate from Sharia law?
It gets worse.
Clearly, she's had that thing wrapped around her head for too long.
Yeah.
Destroying some brain cells.
What are you
Come
talking
on.
about? You are talking about stuff you don't know anything about. Like, okay, I'm not going. I'm not
She's
going
so
to attack
triggered.
you personally. But my frustration is that people talk about Islam without knowing anything about it, and they're willing to completely negate any of my rights as a human being, as a woman, as a person with agency, simply because they have an idea about what my faith is about. Excuse me, Islam to me is the most.
To you, that's not Islam then. It's your interpretation of it. What do you think?
It's so dumb.
It is.
Feminist religion,
Like,
right?
hold on, pause this.
She just said Islam is a feminist religion.
Are you fucking serious?
Yes.
Oh my god. Why?
The problem is that it's the most misogynistic religion, if I can fucking speak English.
Equal rights well before the Europeans. We don't take our husbands'
No,
last names
what?
because we ain't.
Equal rights well before the Europeans? Did she just say that?
Are you serious?
The Europeans. We don't take our husbands' last names.
Right here.
Is the most feminist religion, right?
What?
We got equal
Listen.
rights well before the Europeans. We don't take
What?
our husbands.
Wait, hold on a second.
Okay. What are you looking at?
I'm reading some of the like the Sharia law things.
Yeah.
All right. One of them, the first one that looks like it actually says anything that would probably like agitate like a feminist
Yeah.
is under Sharia law. A man can marry an infant girl
What the
and
fuck?
consummate the marriage when she is 9.
That's because Muhammad did when. Yeah. It's true though.
A woman can have one husband, but the husband can have up to 4 wives.
Yep. But you know, to be fair, Mormons.
A man can beat his wife for insubordination. That's not something that's normal in today's society, mind you.
Yeah.
If you beat up your wife just because she mouthed off to you,
You're going to jail.
you're going to jail.
Yeah.
A man can unilaterally divorce from his wife, but a woman needs her husband's consent to divorce them.
That's fucked up. Yeah, it's a feminist religion.
A divorced wife loses all custody of children that are older than 6.
Wow.
Testimonies of 4 male witnesses are required to prove rape against a woman.
Holy shit. Alright, let's...
A woman who has been raped cannot testify in court against her rapist.
What?
When
It's
a
so
woman's
feminist.
when a woman's testimony is in court, for property cases, it carries half the weight of a man's.
Yeah. This is depressing, dude.
Yeah, dude. On. A female heir inherits half of what a male heir inherits. A woman cannot drive a car. Woman cannot speak alone to a man who is not her husband.
Did you know Saudi Arabia's excuse for not letting women drive cars?
They're women.
According to Saudi Arabia, Saudi Arabian scientists, women driving cars causes infertility or makes them infertile.
That's funny.
So yeah, that's the reason. That's what they say.
Well, the Sharia
They have
laws,
their own scientists on the matter. Of course.
Sharia law's reason for it is that it leads to fitna.
What does that mean?
It means upheaval, I guess, or something like that. I don't know. So yeah, a woman cannot speak alone to a man that is not her husband or relative. So yeah, it's and
That's some fucked
and the
up
list
shit.
the list goes on.
You know, they I believe they actually have convinced some European countries to allow Sharia law alongside.
I think Germany is one of them.
Yeah,
That's stupid.
that is really stupid. But you know something surprising though?
Hmm.
That same kind of implementation is in the United Arab the Emirates. They have law for people that are not Muslims and people that are Muslims. They're two different laws, and you can actually choose which law.
That's stupid.
In the
That's just dumb.
I know, but that's how it is in there.
I just like to point out real quick.
I saw that in a Jeff Holiday video. He was interviewing someone that lives in the United Arab Emirates. Do you want to play this more?
Last names,
Yeah,
because we
sorry.
ain't their property, right? We were given
Not
the
according to
right to
Sharia
own
law.
land. We
Not really.
Yeah.
The fact is, what is culture is separate from what is faith,
Not
and the
really.
fact that people go around.
She's stupid. I don't think she's actually Muslim.
I think she says she's Muslim.
She probably like converted to Islam from something else.
Yeah.
Is what I'm saying. Like
Diss in my face without knowing anything about it, and want to chuck me out of a country.
You
I
don't
have
know
done-
anything about it.
I'd just like to point out that no, nobody wants to just throw out Muslims except for like stupid people,
Yeah.
which everyone like willfully agrees that there are. It's the ones that are going to cause problems.
Yeah.
Like how can people not see that?
If you're threatening violence, you're a problem.
Yeah. Dumb.
If you're trying to get in contact with ISIS, you're a problem.
She's not a very smart lady.
Yeah. Alright.
She looks like a glue eater.
So, do you want to see Steve Shives hating Muslims?
Sure.
Yeah, he's an Islamophobe, dude.
Make that a segment. 5 more stupid things about Islam.
Yes. We'll watch the first one
Hey,
next
the revisiting
next
of
podcast.
popular previous 5 Stupid Things topics continues now with the 4th place finisher. Here are 5 more stupid things I've noticed about Islam. It's moving backwards.
Why did you add that I
There was
noticed?
once an
It made it so much more awkward. 5 things I noticed about Islam.
Islamic golden
did
age.
research.
Oh yes, and it was not an age of violence and religious intimidation. I mean, it was.
This is actually a rather factual video about it, though.
It's just funny that
Surprisingly.
it's Steve Shives.
I know.
There was a lot of that, but it was also an age of knowledge and discovery. It was an age when
Isn't he
Muslim
an atheist?
scholars
Yes.
translated and preserved the writings of Aristotle. And
See,
Euclid.
atheists can be
It was an
stupid.
age of important advances in mathematics
he's
and
extremely
science. It was an
butthurt
age
that TJ
where there
is the
was
most
a
popular
blending
atheist
of
on YouTube.
cultures from
Well,
all
it's
across
because
Europe
TJ is
and
not a
Africa and
Yeah.
Asia.
Well,
And this
he
was
is.
no
Not all the time.
passing phase. This lasted for 500 years until it ended in the 13th century, which was kind of a while ago. And,
Oh, God.
you know, something tells me that Muslim radicals of today who talk about founding
Dude,
a
I don't
new
care about your
Islamic
intro,
golden
dude.
age
Start
don't
talking.
want to build that on a
Fucking listen to
foundation
me,
of
program.
science and any specific punishment for those who reject their Muslim faith. But there are several
Oh, yeah.
passages in the Hadith which have been widely interpreted as imposing the death penalty
Yeah,
on
yeah.
apostates.
They'll kill
And
you
many
if you leave Islam.
Islamic
Yeah, they
countries
will,
who claim
definitely.
to be upholding Islamic law
That's Sharia law.
impose severe punishments, including incarceration and
We were just talking
execution
about it.
for the crime of apostasy. You know,
Milo
call
would
me
be,
old-fashioned,
would
call
be,
me
killed.
culturally insensitive, if you must, but I think killing people for leaving your religion is just a smidge uncivilized, don't you? It's viciously anti-gay. Apostasy isn't the only
Viciously.
death penalty offense. In many
Viciously.
Muslim countries,
Viciously.
homosexuality is a capital crime. And again, this seems to be an instance of
I think it hits
the
too
Muslim
close to
world
home for
moving
him.
in the wrong direction, because during that Islamic golden age I mentioned a few minutes ago, apparently the general attitude
loves him
was
some
much
chicks
more
with
tolerant
dicks.
of same-sex relationships than it is in the Muslim world today. In the 19th century, the Ottoman Empire even decriminalized homosexuality. And today, Turkey is one of only a handful of Muslim-majority nations where homosexuality is not illegal. In Iran alone, over 4...
Alright, you're boring as fuck, but, yeah.
Look at his face.
He's got a whimpering dog face right now.
He's a little fat man in this video. He must have started doing crack. He doesn't look,
He wants to start doing.
he doesn't look this fat in new videos.
That's true.
Fatty, 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 fat, fat. At least he's not as fat as Keemstar.
Alright. So...
What are you doing? Did you break?
What? No, I'm looking at the names of these. Oh. We gotta cover this.
What is this?
Oh, this is awful shit. PBS. This is
hey
public
Jamie
broadcast.
Here from Game Show. So you've probably heard this week or over the last week rather, there's been a bit of a controversy surrounding The Witcher 3.
No, there wasn't. When was there ever a controversy surrounding The Witcher 3 ever?
I don't remember. Like, I know this game is a couple years old, but I don't remember there being anything like.
And even like the newest hardware kind of struggles on it. So it's
such a good game,
advanced as fuck with graphics.
It's such a good game though.
It is.
I've been playing this for like the last like week.
You need to play it on your computer.
Yeah.
That'll be a lot more fun.
I bet.
You can use a controller if your controller has a USB input. Or if it's Bluetooth, you can buy a Bluetooth adapter. They're like $10. But yeah,
a critically lauded
watch this
fantasy
shit.
RPG that's opened
What he
to
starts claiming
huge
about
sales
it.
numbers, but it's also been open to criticism about how its characters lack diversity. So a lot of this comes from Polygon, who
yeah, what is he talking about?
I'm so fucking mad.
ran a very seriously hot take pointing out that there's not a single person of color in the game. Everyone's Caucasian, aside from the...
Huh?
The game is based on, what was it, Norwegian or something?
Yeah, it's like Norse mythology kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Like, they didn't have... It
there wasn't a lot of black people around there. And they did have other races, they just weren't human. You know?
Yeah.
Monsters, of course. And so this resulted...
Oh, now he says the monsters.
Except for the monsters.
This guy talks so fucking retardedly.
In a much larger conversation that's obviously been happening for quite some time about representation in games, but more specifically...
Was he about to say reparations?
Reparations?
Reparations? Are you one of those creepy Uhuru guys?
Uhuru?
Uhuru?
representation in a game
That's
like
so
The Witcher
gay.
itself. So the debate
Fuck you, Gazi Cosmo, or whatever.
ends up being split. There's a dichotomy of people on two different sides. There's people who are defending it, and then people who are condemning it.
Yeah, the right people and the like 5 people that are retarded as fuck.
And so this raises this question.
No, it doesn't.
There's no question. This is PBS.
Yes, this is PBS.
Why
this
is
is
PBS
what government
doing
money is going towards.
They better stop.
What do you mean when you talk
Yeah.
about diversity? And I feel like The Witcher is a really good test case to discuss this, at least a little bit. All right, so let's take a closer look at the two different camps. On the one hand, when we talk about diversity, let's say these are like the pro-diversity.
If you want, we can cover more of these later on.
There's
a bunch of them.
Folks in this instance. When we talk about diversity, we're usually talking about ethnic diversity, where all people are equal and therefore should be.
But there doesn't need to be that. There's all sorts of diversity already there.
Yeah.
Like The Witcher, he's hated by everyone.
Everybody, even the freaks.
Yeah. So, like, what the fuck?
Represented equally in media. Games should be diverse. And so many people say that The Witcher 3 is endemic of a problem that games have with inclusivity, a cause that I am, of course, very sympathetic.
Has this guy ever played Grand Theft Auto?
I don't think so. Well, most of these people, they talk about these games like they're experts in them and they never actually play the games.
That's just fucking dumb.
That's what Anita Sarkeesian does. You know Hitman?
Mm-hmm.
She watched a bunch of videos of Hitman and got her opinion of the game directly from videos.
What was her opinion of Hitman?
Do you want to see it? We could pull it up on YouTube.
You're scaring me. Maybe we'll cover it in another one.
Okay.
It's probably old, but still.
It's old as fuck.
I love Hitman, so I have to see this.
Yeah. She said some ridiculous shit.
All right.
You'll be legitimately triggered.
I mean, this is triggering me. Like.
Yeah. Witcher is such a good game. Fuck you.
Like, don't they talk about like? Sure, everyone is mostly white.
Yeah.
Sure. I mean, I don't even think you can say mostly. I'm pretty sure every character in the game is white, but
except for the expansion. The
There you go.
expansion includes other races.
Go fuck yourself. Blood and Wine, that one? Or...
I believe so.
Oh, dumbasses.
Yeah, I gotta get that.
Because I mean, like, this. Oh God, that's so stupid.
I know.
It takes place in like a place based off of like European society.
Exactly.
But even then,
they'd get triggered if they had black people, anyways, because they'd be slaves.
Probably.
They'd be like, "Oh my God, you're always portraying slavery."
Actually, there is a captain that you meet early in the game, the guy that you killed the griffin for at the beginning of the game. I'm pretty sure he's based on a Spanish guy.
Yeah.
Fuck you, you lose.
Yeah, I don't like this guy.
Everybody in that game talks like they're from Skyrim, by the way.
Yeah.
Everybody. I'm pretty sure it's the same voice actor.
Episodes on
Probably.
it. Maybe too many episodes for some.
Oh, did you know that recently fucking what was it called? CD Projekt Red got bigger than Konami. They have a larger amount of
nice.
Total
they deserve it, man. Witcher's fucking intense.
You know what they also do? They have another platform that's just like Steam on the computer. Sweet. That has no DRM.
Sweet.
You know what DRM is? Yeah, DRM's fucking stupid.
That's the regional thing, right?
That, and it also prevents you from playing certain games online. Or certain games when your internet's not connected. So
that's stupid.
Not every game though. A lot of games don't have that on Steam, but Steam allows games to do that.
It's still stupid.
Yeah, which is what's stupid is
Extreme
Steam allowing it.
Bodies.
But I believe Xbox does this too, though.
I think so. I'm not sure.
And Steam, most games do not have that. It's just very little. So.
I got you,
folks. But I feel like we talk about it in a regular amount because it's an important issue to talk about.
Video games
the
are not an
TLDR version is
issue.
that the games.
What?
Video games are not an important issue for public broadcasting.
Yeah.
I would rather hear about the fires that we get every summer that burn down the forest.
True.
Put Neil deGrasse Tyson on public broadcasting channel, please.
He'd probably do it.
That's all
Yeah.
I think he had a show or does a show, but just make it stuff like that.
Yeah.
Give Bill Nye a show again. You know, stuff people, you know, even though Bill Nye's a fucking idiot.
Dude, that'd be awesome.
But like stuff where people are actually learning. Nobody actually gives this much of a fuck about.
I remembered a game that does have DRM on it that sucks. GTA.
Okay.
You have to be online to play GTA, and they wouldn't. The reason is because GTA was like, we're not putting Rockstar's like, we're not putting our game on there unless we force internet. So they had to like compromise.
Dearth of diversity, not just in how characters are represented, but who's making the games.
The problem is PBS hiring people like this fucking retard.
Fucking retard.
Yep.